All right, some more progress. Throw the distributor on, see if I've got my oil pump in the right position. The shaft on the oil pump, and it lines up with that gear on the crankshaft. If it's one or two teeth sort of shifted on that. I kept the adjustment on the distributor the same because I had this truck tuned. I remember having to do this in the past, put it in a way that is a little different than what's totally recommended. I've got it at 0 degrees. Can you see that? And it's before ignition, and so I also got the new bushing in. You can see in there. Wanted to come under here just to rotate. Okay, we went a little past. About 15 degrees before top dead center. The number 1 terminal on the cap is a little few degrees past that bolt hole. This is the leading edge. That's the start of the contact of our number 1 spark. So I think I have that spindle in the correct position, the correct orientation, and hopefully we should be able to start this thing up. Basically, I'm ready to tear into my transmission and figure out exactly what happened with 5th gear and why it was vibrating. I want to make sure I'm sorry, the lighting is, I took the light off of my head, but we'll look into that, okay? Catch you soon. Well, I think I have discovered, and I should have suspected this when I took this transmission apart. This is a sort of hardened sleeve that goes over the shaft and underneath the roller bearings for your 5th gear assembly. I want to try to get good lighting on this, and I've cleaned it up a little bit so that you can see what we have. There's a texturing on here, a rhythmic texturing, so to speak, patterned, equally spaced little, you can't catch a fingernail on them because they're kind of rounded. But I think that is the culprit of the vibration when I apply power in 5th gear. I need to get the sleeve off of this one because this seems to be in totally fine condition. And I'll probably use the roller bearings, these linear bearings rather, from this 5th gear assembly. I managed to do this while leaving on the shift forks. Probably saves me, I don't know, an hour or so of work. At this point, I feel okay, and I think I've located the exact source of the problem, and I know the rest of the transmission I've already gone through and feel good about, so slap it back together and put it in the truck. Good evening, friends. We've made some nice progress here. Just put on the starter motor because I got the transmission in. I've got the drive shaft hooked up. Things could really come together tonight, and I'll try to show you some steps along the way. Basically, what I'm thinking is next is going to be the manifolds, intake and exhaust. I don't know. We'll just keep cranking, okay? Don't need to set too many goals. We've been working hard, but I'd love to drive this thing tomorrow, so we'll see. Catch you in a bit. Wowza. It's a quarter to midnight. Man, the end is in sight. Look at that. Intake manifold's on. Exhaust manifold is on. So just need to run. I want to get... Can you hear how lethargic I sound? I feel like I'm noticing how slow I am. I'll catch you in the morning when I'm restored. I just hope I didn't make any mistakes while I was tired tonight. We are close, friends. It's definitely happening tomorrow. Oh, it's the afternoon of Wednesday, October 28th? Is it the 28th already? Really excited here. We got things hooked up. I mean, just look at it. It's looking pretty complete. We just need to fill this up, and I got this cool spill-proof funnel. But before that, with the spark plugs out and no ignition hooked up yet, we are gonna crank the engine, get the oil pressure built up, and make sure all the oil is everywhere it needs to be before we, fire and run. So I'll catch you soon. She's got power again, electrical power. And we're looking for this oil symbol to change. Still waiting. Huh, I wonder how long it's supposed to take. One check I thought we could do would be to take off the cover and see what's happening there. I definitely put a decent amount of oil in. That we should build pressure as long as the pump works and sender's working. Don't love the connection to the sender. It's pretty crappy, but I'll give it another little crank here. I'll take off the cover and take a look at that and see if we're getting oil up in this region. Okay. Okay. I did not see any evidence of oil coming up here under the rocker cover. And I am suspecting that my oil pump is not properly primed, and so it's not able to pump oil up and out of the sump. I'll take that off and see if it's dry, then we know. Make sure that it's primed and will suck. Okay. Awesome. Yes, I don't know what the issue was. I took the oil pump off and confirmed that it was pumping. Maybe my engine just takes longer, or people on the internet weren't. No one was very clear about how long it takes, but we've got it, guys. Check it out. Goes away. We've got pressure, and we've got oil coming up here on our camshaft. You see it in there? It's starting to drip. So we should be good. We should be good to fire. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna put the rocker cover back on and put some spark plugs in and put the wires on, and we're gonna try it out. Wow, it's a moment of truth. We're hooked up. We got oil pressure. We've got coolant ready to fill. Without further ado, neutral. That's water. Holy buckets, does that sound good? All right, I'm gonna sit in here. Actually, I'm not gonna sit in here. Before I get too excited, I'm gonna use, that's just water from when I clean the radiator. I'm gonna double check I have oil pressure. We've got oil pressure. We just got the... We're burning some oil, I think, which is understandable. We just don't want it to idle too long, and I want to, so I'm going to turn up the idle adjustment screw just so our idle is high. I think that's healthier than anything. I can do it with my fingers easier. That's what she said. Oh my God, you guys, this is exciting. I don't want it to just sit at idle too long. Still got oil pressure. Oh, that's just PB blaster I sprayed on the that exhaust gas recirculation connection. So that's just that burning off. Let's see how our temperature's doing. We're coming up off of the floor on temp. at high idle. Keep checking the oil pressure. We're still good on oil pressure. We're coming up to temp. Could probably open up another garage door or two. Alright, I'll catch you soon. I'm gonna keep doing this. I don't want it to sit like this for too long, low idle, but oh my goodness. I'm pretty happy with that. I am pretty happy with that. Shut it down. I think I'm ready to shut it down. I think it's been, I don't know, 15 minutes. Let's check out the exhaust as I give it a rev here. That's oil. That's understandable though. We're seating those rings. All right, we're gonna shut her down. Well. Not bad. Not bad. Now we let it sit. We're dripping a little coolant back there, it looks like. Where's that coming from? Not sure where that coolant's coming from. It's coming all the way down from, it's riding the oil pan gasket. So it's coming from further up front, I think. It's by no means a gusher. Well, I guess we'll tighten things up and hope for the best. Well, it ran. I think that's all I gotta say for now. Just gotta continue to put it back together so that it can be driven. Because that should really be the next step, is to break it in under load. So I'll catch you soon.